There's some movies you loved as a kid that just don't hold up for you when you watch them again as an adult. The magic fades, the cracks start showing, and suddenly you're wondering what you ever saw in it. But The Goonies is something different. When I watched it again for the first time in years, the magic didn't disappear. It evolved. As a kid, the adventure was everything. The pirate ship, the traps, the treasure. But watching it now, the adventure isn't the most important part. The characters are. Now, before we get into this review, this movie actually won a poll I ran asking what I should review next. And the options were The Goonies, The Mask, The Martian, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. The Goonies came out on top. Quick heads up before we dive in. This review will contain spoilers. Alright, now let's talk about how this movie actually works. One of the biggest reasons The Goonies still works is because so much of the adventure was built practically. The sets, the traps, even Sloth's makeup, these are real physical creations that the actors can actually interact with. When the floor drops during the bone organ puzzle, or when the kids climb through the caves, they're reacting to real environments instead of imagining them on a green screen. That physicality gives the movie a real sense of weight and texture. The adventure feels tangible. Most of those practical effects still hold up surprisingly well. Sloth's prosthetics still work. The cave environments still feel believable. But the movie does show its age in a few places. A couple shots reveal seams on the back of Sloth's makeup. And the bats in one sequence look noticeably fake. Those movements briefly crack the illusion, but they're small compared to how much of the world still feels grounded and immersive. The music also plays a huge role in shaping how the adventure feels. The score uses big orchestral swells and plays melodies that constantly shift with the kids' emotions. When the caves feel mysterious, the music leans into suspense. When the kids are arguing or panicking, the score becomes chaotic and energetic. And when the adventure reaches moments of discovery, the music swells into something almost mythic. One of the most interesting moments where sound becomes part of the storytelling is the bone organ puzzle. Instead of the music simply sitting in the background and the characters literally have to play music to survive. Each note determines whether the floor drops beneath them or stays in place. It turns the score into an actual mechanic of the scene. Sound, tension, storytelling, all working together, and somehow the trap feels both dangerous and strangely playful. Another huge strength of the movie is how distinct each of the kids feels. Mikey's the dreamer, pushing everyone forward. Mouth is the sarcastic one who just never stops talking. Brand tries to be the responsible older brother, and Chunk is just pure chaotic energy. The emotional core of this movie comes from the unlikely friendship between Chunk and Sloth. Both characters are outsiders in different ways. Chunk is the kid everyone laughs at. Sloth has been hidden away and treated like a monster. But when they meet, neither one sees the other that way. They see someone who understands them. So when Sloth quietly tells Chunk, "I love you," it becomes one of the most sincere, heartfelt moments in the entire film. Because for the first time in their lives, both characters feel truly seen. The opening of the movie does something really important before the adventure even begins. It establishes that the kids are about to lose their homes. Their entire neighborhood is about to be taken away, which gives the treasure hunt real stakes right from the start. The adventure isn't just about pirate gold. It's about saving the place where these kids grew up. It also quietly plants a deeper emotional idea. This might be the last big adventure together. Their lives are about to change. Childhood is starting to slip away, and everything they know is about to disappear. That makes the treasure hunt feel like one last chance to hold on to the magic of being kids just a little longer. One of the most surprising things about revisiting this movie as an adult is how the pacing feels completely different. As a kid, the action scenes were everything. The traps, the tunnels, the pirate ship. Those are the moments that felt exciting. But watching it now, the quieter character moments between those set pieces are actually the most engaging parts of the movie. Those scenes reveal who these kids really are. And they give the adventure real emotional weight. The only place where the pacing feels slightly off is near the very end. After spending so much time building the adventure and the threat of losing their homes, the resolution happens very quickly. Once the treasure is found, the ending still works emotionally, but it could have used a few more minutes to really let the final moments breathe. In an era where adventure movies often rely heavily on CGI, The Goonies is a reminder of how powerful practical storytelling can be. The real sets, the natural performances, the tangibility of the environments, all of it help the adventure feel grounded in a way most modern blockbusters struggle to replicate. Even decades later, the movie is still an incredibly fun adventure. The treasure hunt, the traps, the pirate ship, they deliver the imaginative excitement that made the film a classic. But what makes it endure isn't just a spectacle. It's the friendships and the characters. What makes the Goonies special is that it works differently depending on when you watch it. Kids experience the movie as a wild adventure, full of danger and discovery. Adults see something deeper, a story about friendship, belonging, and the moment when childhood starts to slip away. That dual perspective is what gives the film its lasting power. So, where does Goonies land in the wild card deck? It's not flawless. Some effects really show their age. And the ending could have used a little more time to breathe. But the heart of the movie still works just as powerfully today as it did decades ago. Because what makes a movie special isn't just the treasure hunt. It's the friendships, it's the adventure, and it's the way the magic evolves as you grow older. So, for me, this one pulls an ace. Let me know your thoughts on the Goonies in the comments below. Did it evolve for you too, or did it hit the same way it did when you were a kid? And if there's a movie you would like me to take a look at, leave it in the comments. Until the next hand, I'll see you at the table.